Hey folks, it's Nick. How you doing? So this is a video I didn't want to make. I feel I have to say something about this. It's been really bugging me the last 3 or 4 days. Actually for longer than that, but particularly for the last 3 or 4 days. My whole thing of YouTube is I'm trying to build a community around this thing, and I've just been seeing crap happening, and I wanted to kind of call it out. So this is going to be a bit of an old man rant, which, like I said, my channel is generally quite positive. That's what I try to keep it about, but by the same token, I have to kind of call out BS when I see it, right? And I've done that a few times, right? And then I don't think it's useful to kind of just be negative. So I'm gonna mention the problem, and then I'm gonna kind of mention some solutions that we can do to this. So here's the thing I've been seeing lately is people setting up these YouTube videos and they're dogging on legends, right? They really are. They're dogging on them. They're talking crap. It's just BS. And then they're like trying to attach themselves to these people's names in a negative light so that they'll get views and their channel will grow. I think there's nothing good long term in this, and it's just complete disrespect, and it's got to stop now, right? I saw one the other day, and it was this classical guitarist, and I hate reaction videos as it is. You'll never ever see me do a reaction video. I think it's not me. I don't like it. To me, it seems lame. All right, but hey, each to their own. But this was a reaction video to Tommy Emmanuel by this classical guitarist. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to give him any more views. He doesn't deserve them. And he was just dogging on Tommy the whole time. I've met Tommy Emmanuel. I got to hang out with him when he was in Wellington. He is the sweetest, nicest guy you will ever meet. He was very giving of his time. He even said at one point, he goes, "There's my guitar." He goes, "Can you play something for me?" And I was like, wow, Tommy Emmanuel wants to hear me play? You know what I mean? And he was a badass. That concert, he did 3 hours with just an acoustic guitar and won the whole audience over that night. He also got this young kid up to play and kind of have a little feature during the gig, because that's what he does. He gives back, right? He's a great guy. And without doubt, he is probably the greatest acoustic guitar player around now on the scene. I can't think of anybody who kind of deserves that. I hate the idea of best anyway, but really, like, probably. But, you know, because he's kind of established himself in that position, right? He's seriously heavy. And this guy was going on about how Tommy's tone was bad, how he had buzzy notes, how he was just playing things to be flashy and all this kind of stuff. And he was dogging on it. Now, critique is fine. This wasn't critique. I'm not talking about that. He was actually dogging on him. And I left a comment. I left a really snarky comment because I was really pissed off when I saw this, because I thought, man, come on, Tommy deserves more respect than you're showing him. The other thing too with this classical guitarist is the first thing he did from the get-go in his video was talk about how good he was. Now, anybody who's actually good doesn't have to say they're good. They can do it with their own playing. But what was interesting is, like, this guy would play little video clips of Tommy Emmanuel, and then he would kind of try and demonstrate it afterwards, and he couldn't do it. He sounded like ass trying to play that stuff. And it's like, so clearly it's not easy, is it, mate? Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, but that's happening a lot. I've also seen the same thing for Tombukovac, one of my favorite guitar players also too. And Tom just seems like a great guy, someone who's like, you know, anyone who tries to do this deserves our respect, right? It's hard being a musician doing this professionally, especially in the world of streaming where it's like kind of wrecking it for professionals, and kind of the whole industry kind of changing not for the better. So you have Tom Bukovac, one of the A-list studio guys. Everybody takes their hat off to that guy, right? Everybody. That's why guys like Vince Gill and Guthrie Trapp and all those guys like totally love Tom, because he's amazing at what he does. There's this guy who's created a YouTube channel. Again, I'm not going to link it because he doesn't deserve any more views than he's getting. And he's done about 20 videos so far slamming Tom Bukovac. Like slamming him, talking shit. And you kind of go, like, why? Like, what's the point of doing this, right? They're attaching themselves to these people's names in order to boost their own thing. But it's negativity gets nobody anywhere in this world. So, like, the guy slamming Tom Bukovac has got about 1,000 subscribers. So it's not really even working for him. So what's the point? And, like, why spend all that time and energy doing that? Right? Like I said, I left a snarky comment on that classical guitarist who was slamming tommyemmanuel. He gave it a little love heart, when you especially like the comment. It's like, man, you're just trying to stir. Like, and that's what this guy is doing with Tom Bukovac too. So what can we do as part of this guitar community? Because I'm always like, I think there's solutions to this. Now, I don't like the idea of the thumbs down, right? I think thumbs down on videos kind of sucks, right? If you don't like something, maybe someone's a jazz guitar player and you kind of like rock guitar, so you give it a thumbs down. That's kind of pathetic, right? The way I see it, if you don't like something, don't watch it and just move on. There's no point in thumbs downing it. That's just kind of wrecks it for YouTube, But in the case of these people like behaving badly, I think we should thumbs down it, right? So this guy is slamming Tom Bukovac and the guy is slamming tommyemmanuel. Let's thumbs down him, right? I got 15,000 or so subscribers on here. Tom Bukovac's got well over 100. Tommyemmanuel's got who knows how many. Imagine if all of us went and thumbs down that classical guitarist who was doing this stuff. Then what that would do is it would send a signal to YouTube. And again, I don't normally condone thumbs down. I think if you don't like something, move on. But again, in this case, what it does is it sends a message to YouTube, particularly the YouTube algorithm, that this is bad content, that people don't like this, right? And then it won't push it out to more people. Because that's what we want, right? If we go there and we leave a comment, well then YouTube sees that and they go, oh, well, this person's getting engagement, we'll push it out to more people, right? Even if it's a negative comment like it was in my case. And I almost wasn't going to leave a comment on this classical guy's page, because it's just helping him. That's what he wants, right? But I think if we all thumbs down it in those particular scenarios, then what happens is it tells YouTube that this is not a good video and not to push it out to more people. And then hopefully that sends the message to these people to stop doing this crap. Because it is crap. People need to show respect for musicians of this level. Someone like Tom Bukovac has worked his entire life to get his playing to that level, right? Tommyemmanuel too, these people have worked countless hours to be able to do the thing that they do for you, right? The listener. So they deserve our respect. We didn't used to see this, right? People have always disliked things and had things to say, but it's different in the internet age because now these people can kind of reach a whole lot more people and it's not good, right? This is not healthy. It's not good for the music industry. It's not good for these people. I just think that, let's shut it down as soon as we can. So that's just my thoughts. Like I said, this is a bit of a rant. I don't like ranting on my channel. I don't think my channel is generally very positive. But I had to say something and I had to come up with a solution for how we can deal with it, right? This is not about me. This is just my thoughts and feelings about these great musicians who I respect immensely. Now, I do share stuff about these people. But my thing is about showing you how they play and positive stuff. Tom Bukovac's been featured on my channel. I've shown lessons about how certain things work. And he's been very kind to leave comments and sort of contribute more to that sort of stuff. So I think that's great. And it's sort of, that's a different story. If you want to promote these people and help educate people on what they're doing, great. But just don't be slagging on people or dogging them like these people are doing. Anyway, thanks so much. Just a quick little video about this. The Mike Stern video is coming soon, hopefully this weekend. I want to do a video all about Mike Stern's playing because I toured with Mike some years ago, and so I know his playing really well. Yeah, I know the equipment he used and how he got those sounds, and so I thought it was something I could talk about, hopefully with some authority. So look out for that. Cheers.